right, so guys, I forgot that we had needed to glue this model together. And remember, you have your presentations the other day, so we should be working on polygonal forms. But right now, we're going to go back to this one. All right. This painter's caulk can be problematic. Right? It tends to drip out the tip and can make one heck of a mess. So one of the things that I suggest that you guys do when you do this is try not to cut too big an opening on the end, right? And here it comes. Have a place to set this, like a paper plate or something, because it's going to keep dripping out of the end. Okay? All right. So now in order to do this, we're going to have to take the tape off, right? Or just cut the tape, however you want to do it. But do that, and I'll do this one. All right? You can retape it afterwards so that it stays together. Okay? So all I'm going to do is put a bead of this caulking, and so let me show you how thick the bead is going to look like. The bead's going to be about like that. It's not very thick, about 1/8 of an inch. Okay? So I got to be careful where I put that, because you'll set your arm in it, and next thing you know, it's on everything. All right, so I'm going to start with her lowest level, and I'm just going to kind of raise this up a little bit, and I'm just going to reach right inside of here with the tip. Then I'm going to go around the edges. And again, her tape is getting in the way, so I'm going to sort of cut it, get it out of the way. You need to be very careful with this that it does not get on your upholstery, because it does not come out in your car. I once had a student do this, and he had one of those BMW Roadsters, those little two-seater things, fancy little car, but he did his model, and I had warned him. I said, well, he ended up going to SIRE. I go, you got to do this and let it sit for a couple days before you try to transport it. He didn't. And he set it in his back seat, and it was all wet, and it all went, and it slid down onto his seat. Yeah.
I really appreciate the horror stories. I mean, like, honestly.
Makes me think about maybe all of it. So it could be super cool.
Are you in Jeff's class? No?
Nice.
Are you in Jeff's class? Any of you in Jeff's class? I could tell you a horror story about Jeff, but I'm not gonna. Because
Could have just said it without saying his name.
oh yes,
It's a little brand.
a person that shall not be named did a lot of spray mounting in his father's garage.
Sounds like a beauty.
Spray mount is like spray glue. And so it gets all over the floor, and then dirt gets on that, and it leaves all these like patterns all over the floor. Okay, so that's it. That thing is now glued down, right? You let it harden up, it'll be hard in no time at all. So we'll do the next one. And you're gonna, Amy, you'll have to tape this whole thing back up, okay? So this time I'm gonna lift it off so we can see a little bit better. So I'm gonna just run my bead. I can see where the edge is because she properly marked it. I'm just gonna put a little bit more in the middle there. And I'm surprised this isn't dribbling out. You should see, there it goes. See it? So what'll happen is you'll set this on like the carpet, your mom's carpet or something, like this. And you don't put the thing under it, and it just goes right down on your mom's carpet. And then your mom gets mad at you. And you push down, you might wiggle it a little bit, squish it back and forth, and there's that. That's down. Okay? And we got one last piece to do. She actually has more pieces to do that are not here right now. See? Dribble, dribble. It like drools. Now, sometimes it helps if you push this button and pull this out, and then sometimes it'll stop dribbling. So you need to find your other two pieces, Amy.
I know where they are, just.
Okay, and that's all it takes. Now, it's going to take a couple days for this to dry, right? And so you want to leave it somewhere and don't move it. But after that, after it's fully dried, you won't have to have the tape all over it. Okay? Any questions? All right, that's it. Amy, you're free. Now, I would go and ask anybody that wants to glue their model, charge them $1. Then they can use your glue.
I'll charge you $5.
Yeah, of course it will.
All right.